What is up, Guardians, and welcome to Schwille Gaming, where you can stay up to date with Destiny content. Obtaining high stat armor is essential to creating your best builds and ultimately have the most fun playing Destiny, and the higher certain stats are, the quicker you get your abilities back and the longer you can stay alive. At the beginning of Season of Defiance, I did a video on how to get high stat armor, but as Bungie gives us new content, there becomes more ways to obtain that high stat armor. So today, I'm going to show you one way to get your high stat armor in Season of the Deep. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so if you're watching, then you're here to learn how to obtain high stat armor during Season of the Deep. So I did a video in Season of Defiance, which was last season, on how to get your high stat armor. And that took place here at the war table. And this is still valid. This is another method you can use currently, and if you guys are interested in that, I will link that video above, so check the top side of your screen. And if you guys want to check that out, you can go ahead and do that as well. But for today, we're going to look at the current season vendor, which is the sonar station, and that is in this side of the helm right here. So if you make your way over here and interact with the sonar station, you're going to have the same focusing option, kind of like on the war table from Season of Defiance. And if you open that up and scroll over to the right one page, you'll see that I have an option here for each armor piece of the season. Now, in order to get this far, you are going to have to complete some of your seasonal objectives, and they used to be in your drop-down menu, and you could complete them and then select what you wanted done for your rewards, but you can't currently do that anymore. Bungie changed the format a little bit, so now this looks like if you open your director menu, and then you can scroll over to Season of the Deep, seasonal challenges, and then seasonal bonuses. So they pretty much just move that menu. Now if you get here, if these are already unlocked, then great, you're already a step ahead. But if you need to get your armor focusing unlocked, you're going to notice one of these options here is deep armor focusing, and it's going to have an objective next to it. All of these bonuses are going to have objectives next to them. And in order to unlock the deep armor focusing, you're going to need to obtain a full set of Season of the Deep armor, and then you'll get your option for focusing Season of the Deep armor. Now, if you don't already have these unlocks, all you're going to need to do is in the helm menu, these activities here are the current seasonal activities, salvage and deep dive. And just by playing through these, the seasonal armor is rewarded as random drops, or you'll get them at the end in the end chest of the activity. Now once by random drops you acquire them all, then you can go into the helm where we are at now, interact with the table, go to focusing, scroll over to the right, and once you have that seasonal objective complete, then you should have an option to focus all of the pieces here. So what I'm going to do, you're also going to need deep engrams, which are also rewards from the seasonal activities, deep dive and salvage. You'll get those along with armor, but for the purpose of this, you're going to need deep engrams and glimmer. So just like last season, we're going to go ahead and purchase each of these armor pieces, but before we do that, I want you to take a look at my character. Under my ghost option, we can put a mod here, and you can look down on the bottom of the screen here. You'll see there's an option for all the stats, and with this you can choose which stat is going to be more focused on the armor that you receive. So for this purpose, I'm going to go ahead and use Discipline Armorer. If you're looking for more recovery or more resilience, then maybe you could put a recovery or a resilience armorer mod. Again, this mod is going to help you focus the stat that you're looking for. Now if we go back into the sonar station, once you've selected whatever you want to focus your stats in, we're going to go ahead and start focusing these. So I'm going to go ahead and buy each of these pieces here. We're going to go ahead and check out the stats. Wow, huge spikes there. That's a perfect Warlock piece for your helmet. 26 and 24 on resilience and discipline, so that's an awesome piece. I mean, this is first try, so you guys can see, I mean, luck of the draw, I'm getting pretty good stats right out the gate. We'll go ahead and look at the gloves. Another huge discipline spike. A little too much mobility, but we got a lot of recovery on that piece too, so that might work well. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the chest piece. We got a 65 on that. I believe this one too that I focused a while back, but this one looks a little better. 23 and 24 on resilience and discipline, so that's a great piece as well. For the boots, another great piece. So, I mean, you guys can see, I mean, first try, these stat rolls are pretty good, and it's fairly easy to get. So what we're going to do, you guys can see this is my current build right now. I'm actually going to replace all the armor I'm currently wearing with all of the new armor that we just focused. So I'm going to go ahead and put all these pieces on. And now if you look at my stats, we're looking at 76 on resilience and 97 on discipline. So we're already almost maxed out in one stat. So to take this a step further, what we can do is actually just masterwork every single one of these pieces of gear. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Helmet's masterworked. Go ahead and masterwork the gloves. Go ahead and masterwork the chest. And the boots. I'm actually out of materials for this one. That's unfortunate. My apologies, that happened in the middle of a demo, but it is what it is. So I do need to get some more enhancement cores, so I think what we can do, I'm going to take a quick trip to the tower. And I don't recommend doing this just because it costs a little too much of materials and currency, in my opinion, to do it this way. But we can go to the gunsmith in the tower and we can get what we need from him. So now that we're here at the tower, I think I said the gunsmith, but I think I meant the cryptarch. So if you come here in the tower, scroll over to the right, or maybe it's not the cryptarch, I think it is the gunsmith. Or you're not able to buy enhancement cores anymore. So another way you can get enhancement cores is, I mean, obviously random drops, but you can also go into your vault and you could dismantle a masterworked piece of gear and you'll get enhancement cores out of it. So just like that, boom, I got 7 enhancement cores. I should be able to go ahead and masterwork these boots now. There we go. All the pieces are masterworked, and now if you guys take a look at my stats here, I've got 105 on discipline, which is great. I've got 84 on resilience, which is awesome. I think I want to bring that resilience up, so we're going to go ahead and throw some mods on our armor. So we're going to do resilience there on the helmet, and we'll do some resilience on the gloves as well. And just like that, 100 resilience and 100 discipline. Now, personally as a warlock, I would like to have a little more recovery. Depending on what kind of build you're running, like sun bracers, you might want something like strength. But for this instance, I'm going to go ahead and just bring up that recovery because on Strand, melee isn't necessarily something you're going to want. So I'm going to bring that resilience up. So let's go ahead and look at our other armor pieces here. I'm sorry, I said resilience, I meant recovery. So we'll put a recovery mod there. And we'll put a recovery mod right here as well. And now I'm at 86 recovery. So you guys can see, I mean, right out the gate, just by focusing armor. These are brand new armor pieces I just got, masterworking them and putting mods on. I'm at 100 in 2 categories on 2 of my stats, and I'm at 86 in another. So I mean, it's pretty good for fresh armor. So you guys can tell this is a pretty effective method for obtaining high stat armor without really even playing much of the game. Alright guys, so there's a current method for Season of the Deep on obtaining high stat armor. I hope it helps you out, and I hope you guys get some killer rolls on your armor and improve your builds. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.